Hello friends, and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. It is time to do a budget check-in for my first week of December, and I wanted to write down my income because I'm paid once a month for my full-time job on the first, and then I have side hustle income on a weekly basis. So I want to start keeping track of that on my monthly spread. So that's a new thing I'm doing. So for this month, I was paid $25.87 from my main job, and we'll take a look at this when we get to the worksheet, but I budgeted $2,500. My income varies a little bit here because I am an hourly employee, and so that affects the income. So it's not like, it's not a fixed income is what I'm trying to say. And then this week for my side hustles, I paid myself $169. Let me write that down real quick. The way I determine how much I'm going to pay myself for my side hustles right now is I set up my budget. Let's just go to the budget. I set up my budget and I figured out how much money I needed in addition to my full-time income to cover all of my goals for this month. And that's how I came up with the amount of money that I wanted to put aside, put into my bank account each week from my side hustles. And then I divided that amount by 4. And that's how I came up with the $169. Now I also, if you watch my business budget here, I'll just show you. Let me grab that real quick. If you watch my business budget closeout for November, you would have seen that not only did I get paid the weekly amount that I had budgeted to pay myself, but I also got an extra $845 of income that I am putting towards house repairs. But I'm not including that income and all the expenses of the house repairs as part of my family budget. It's actually a third budget that I'm doing, and I actually need to get it set up. And the reason why it's a third budget is because there's an account for my house repairs. So I'm putting money into that account. David's putting money into that account. David is my ex-husband. My parents are also helping me out with some things and putting money into that account. And then I'm using that money to pay for house repairs. And then at the end, we're gonna calculate who gets what once we sell the house. Everyone who put money in is going to get their money back. So that's a whole separate budget that I'm doing, so it's not part of this budget. I just want to let you know that. Okay, so let's start with debts. This week I had a mortgage payment of $673. That is for my portion of the mortgage. And I had a payment to loan number 2 for $71. That actually came out on the 3rd. I'm not sure why I put it as the 4th. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, that was it for debt payments this week. Let's take a look at bills that were paid this week. First, I had to pay for Logan's homeschool program, which was $32. It's $32 a month for his homeschool program. It's an online program that he does. And then I had to pay $10 for Logan's health insurance this month. And this was not on my budget. So we're going to add that to the budget worksheet. And the reason why it wasn't is because last year I paid it all at once. So it was $120 just to pay for the whole year. Well, I've changed it to month because we are moving to Michigan this summer, and I didn't want to pay for the whole year in advance. So instead I'm doing month to month. So I'm going to make that change on the budget worksheet when we get there. And then I had one more bill this week to State Farm for $116. Moving on to food. So I did grocery pickup from Walmart. I actually did it on Sunday, but it didn't come out through my bank account until Monday. So that was $99 for a grocery pickup order. And then I did also got some groceries from Fairway. Anything that I can't get at Walmart that I want, that I get it from Fairway, and that was $27. And then I did not get any gas this week. For miscellaneous, I had a miscellaneous expense to Lowe's I needed this tool for some tiling that I was doing in my kitchen. And if you want to see that, I actually filmed it for you guys in my vlog, which is coming up tomorrow. So come back tomorrow and watch that vlog. You can see me doing some tiling in my kitchen. But there was a tool I needed and it was $16. Technically, this should have been part of my house repair budget, but I didn't do that. I used money from my main account, my family account. So that's why I'm counting it in this budget. But that was $16 for that tool. And then for Logan, I gave Logan $30 for allowance. He gets $30 from me for his allowance each month. And then his dad also gives him an allowance. So he gets an allowance from me and he also gets an allowance from his dad. So it's not just 30 total for the month, that's just 30 from me and then whatever his dad gives him. For entertainment, usually I try to have dinner with a friend once a week, and I also try to do something special with Logan once a week, usually on Fridays. But this whole week has been just consumed with filling orders from my Black Friday sale. So I did not have any time for entertainment. Therefore, I didn't spend any money on entertainment this week. So that's $0 for this week. And then as far as savings goes, we are going to do some sinking funds today together. We're going to do some cash envelope sinking funds for $150. So we'll stuff that today, and I already pulled that out of my bank account. Okay, I have to say I'm really enjoying these thin budget labels. I think they are just the perfect size. I'm very excited about using them. I can see the date nice and clearly. I really, really like that. Okay, so let's go to the worksheet and see how this all worked out. Okay, so starting with my income, I had budgeted $2,500 for my full-time income. It was actually $2,587. And then my first side hustle income for the month was $169. So I'm just going to keep track of that up here, and then I'll add it all together at the end of the month, and we'll see how much altogether I added to the account. Okay, coming down to fixed expenses. So mortgage came out, and that was $673. Yep, that's exactly what I budgeted. And then loan number 2 came out for $71. Okay, that's it for debts. Let's take a look at the bills. So homeschool came out, and it was $32. State Farm came out, and it was $116. Oh, that's a little bit below budget. Nice. And then Hawkeye came out, and I didn't budget for that, so I need to add it to my budget here, Hawkeye. And when did that come out? It came out on the 4th. It's $0 for the budget amount because I did not budget for that bill, but it was actually $10. And this is a bill, so I need to color it purple. Okay, before we do the variable expenses, let's come over to the sinking funds. We're about to stuff these together. We're going to do that at the end here. But I'm going to put $20 in my birthday envelope, $50 in the Christmas, $26 into the car registration envelope, $12 into my Amazon envelope, and $42 into my Mork Vet envelope. So we're going to do a total of $150 of cash envelope stuffing today. Okay, coming down to my variable expenses, Logan received his $30. And then the other ones vary throughout the month. This is how much I had in each category to start with, but because I take away as the weeks go on, I keep track of this on another worksheet. So let's go to that page. So here's the page where I keep track of my weekly variable expenses. This is a sticker kit from my Etsy shop, Life in Envelopes. All the stickers that you see in today's video are from my Etsy shop, Life in Envelopes. I do have a discount code for my YouTube viewers, and that is YouTube15, and that discount code will save you 15% off of your order. So starting over here with food. So we started with a budget of $625, and this week I spent $126 total on food. So 126. So 625 minus 126 is $499. So I still have $499 to spend on food this month. Gas, I didn't spend anything on gas, so I still have $80 set aside for gas. For miscellaneous, I spent $16, so 100 minus 16 is $84. So I still have $84 left, in my miscellaneous budget category. $220 was what I had for entertainment. I didn't do anything for entertainment this week, so that's $0, and I still have $220 left there. So $126 plus 84, that's $210 that was spent this week. Let's see how much I had remaining. So we had $499, 80, 84, and $220. So I have $883 remaining. So if I did this right, one way to check to see if I did this right is I take the amount that I started with minus the amount that I spent, and it should equal $883. So let me do that little test to see if it works. No. So I did something wrong. It should be $815. So now I get to figure out where I made the mistake. So let me do that and I'll come back and tell you where I made the mistake. Oh, I see. On miscellaneous, I didn't spend $84. I spent $16. So that means I didn't spend $210 this time. I spent $126 plus 16, $142. Okay, now if I did everything right, 1025 minus 142 should be 883. $883. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and set up next week. So we're starting the week out with $4.99 in the food budget, $80 in the gas, $84 in the miscellaneous budget, and $220 in the entertainment budget. So I have $883 currently set aside for these budget categories. Okay, it is time to stuff the cash envelopes. So let's go ahead and do that next. Okay, so I should have $150 here. Let's check. I'm just going to count to make sure. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So 150. Okay, so starting with birthdays is going to get $20. Christmas is going to get $50, so 20, 40, and 50. Car registration is going to get $26, so 20, 25, 26. Next is Amazon. This is for my Prime membership, and that's going to be $12. So 10, 11, 12. I had the option to do a monthly Amazon payment of a little over $15, actually almost $16 a month, or I could save up throughout the year and pay one big payment for $12 a month. So that's what I chose to do. And then Mork Vet, I'm going to set aside $42 for that. So we've got 20, 40, 41, 42. Okay, that is it for the cash stuffing. It's not that much because this is my first month doing this for the upcoming year for 2025. But each month we'll come back, we'll do it again, and it's going to add up and build, and it's so exciting to see. I love cash envelope stuffing, hence the name of my channel, Life in Envelopes. Okay, friends, that is it for this week's budget. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again next time. Bye, everyone.
Get those stickers placed. Feel away with life in envelopes. Plan your days. Plan your days. Plan get those stickers placed.